Okay, here we go. So I prepared the frisbee as you would prepare any pan. You gotta try to get the grease off of the mold release agent off of the plastic so that the gold won't skid over the oils. All right, so here we go. One way to do that is a Brillo pad, not Brillo, a scrubby, one of them green scrubby things, and the other way would be to get some mud, and mud counteracts the release agent pretty good. All right, now if I just take a piece of gold and I drop it on here, it just stays there, right? But as soon as I start shaking that pan, it dives into the bottom. And when it dives, let me put something in there so we can see what's going on. This is going to substitute for a nugget, as in something that's visible. And oh, by the way, that's the kind of quartz you want to find ugly. If it's all white, no other metal got it included when the vein was formed. You see how I shake it side to side and it goes downhill? Yeah, gravity is helping me at this point. And see, it's hit this ridge, so it's stopping. That's as far as it's going to go. No matter how much I shake, it'll never go back any farther. If I take it up here, it runs for the bottom, finds the sand, buries into the sand, gets down to that corner, and that's all she wrote. Alright. Whenever you take a stone out of a pan, make sure you get it rinsed off before you leave the pan. If something falls off, you want it to fall back in your pan. Alright, now do we do what we always do in a pan. We spread it around so it's like one, as thin as possible, because then it's the shortest distance of sand for the gold to dive through. You pick your pebbles out, your larger pieces, you pick them out, you make sure they're rinsed off, you throw them in the side. You discard. As you can see, the black sand is diving under the light sand. It's just yellow in this case. And when you get right close to the edge, you stop. The wave comes in, the wave goes out. 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 Oh, okay, that's enough. Get it in the middle of the pan, you get it spread out again. You incline the pan so it's just a little bit lower. All the stuff starts diving down for the corner. It gets to the corner. The light stuff comes to the top because the black stuff is the heavier stuff. Dives underneath it, displaces it, I believe is the term they use. And once again, the wave comes in, the wave goes out. The wave comes in, the wave goes out. When I'm getting rid of the light sand, I'm moving the pan up and down, but I'm not shaking it. If you shake it at this point, the gold will go too. Find your bigger rocks, make sure they're clean. What else? Okay. The wave comes in, the wave goes out. The wave comes in, the wave goes out. The wave comes in, the wave goes out. The wave comes in. Whoops. No, mica. Mica looks exactly the same, but a little bit of water movement, and it flies all over the place. And if something is shiny and it's the right color, but it jumps around when the water just goes like this stuff, you're not happy. Oh, what am I forgetting? This is about the fourth time I've attempted this, and the machinery has stopped me the last time. The first time that what I did was too big, so YouTube stopped me. But we'll get there. And you start seeing what you think is gold at the back of the what you're panning, wave in, wave outing over. You take it back in. Let's get over where there isn't a lump on the side. Oh, now we see the gold. And there's our buddy. Nugget. If you do see it, go for it. I'm a firm believer if once you see it, and if it's still dirty with black sand or whatever, that's okay. If it's small enough to fit in the snuffer tube, it belongs in the snuffer tube. Hopefully I'm not covering up the action here. I mean, that's definitely the big stuff. I don't know that it's got all the little stuff. We'll have to try again on the other stuff. That's not going to go in. That'll probably go in. And in order to get this working a little faster, I'm going to see if I can suck up the gold along with black sand and have less stuff to fight with later. Stratify, stratify, stratify. That's the side of this pan. When you're working with really tiny gold, you got to keep it wet because it's hydrophobic, as in if you have a piece of iron and you put it in a little puddle of water and you come back later, the top of the iron block will be wet because the surface tension grabs a hold of the iron and works its way up in spite of gravity. But gold won't let anything get a grip, won't let water get a grip on it, so the surface tension can't crawl up of a gold piece of gold. If the gold is really tiny and it doesn't weigh a lot because it's a tiny little flake, then it will stay on top of the surface tension, and so sort of like water striders go running off. I don't know if I see it even. I'm sure at this resolution you can't. There we go. There's some more out of the cloud of black sand. We'll get done before I run out of sun. Come on, baby. There you go. Yeah, it's appreciably faster with a pan that's designed for the job as opposed to making do with what you got. I mean, you can use a wash tub too to pan with, but it's not a lot of fun. Yeah, it takes too long is what happens. That's most of it. Let's see what we still got. It's all going back in the container when we're done, so it isn't like I want to lose anything. All right. What do we got now? Look at that stuff running. Yeah, it buries itself right there before it even gets to the edge. Huh. Oh, I'm seeing gold on the edge here. More gold. So big it won't even fit in the tube. Yes. What's that? How close are we? No, there's stuff too small to see on this camera that is running to the edge. It's important to be confident of your panning because most of the time this is starting to discolor, but in real life it's solid mud and you can't see anything at all, so you have to believe what you're doing is working. Belief is a big part of this stuff. Oh, look at them run. They're probably too big to go in. I don't have the artist brush, so I can't do the fan away the sand from what you don't want. The fan away what you don't want from what you do want. So that's the other trick to try with this stuff. Let's see if I can at least dry off something enough so that it starts floating. Because if the gold gets dry, and water creeps up, oh, the one tried. No, everybody's too locked on. One more try. See, it's sticking to me anyway. Oh, look at it all. Success in our times. Let's see. Up, 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 up. Didn't make it. So when people say that the stuff floats, what they mean is it doesn't like to go through surface tension. Like a water strider doesn't float, its feet won't go through the surface tension, and that's how it stays on top and runs around. Survey says not today. Okay. So you can, but you're not as happy as when you're using a real pan. A real pan just means either you spent some money or a little money. It's got ridges back here. It's got a big drop. It's got a big drop center, that's important, and it's got these ridges up here. It's enough to get the job done. But it was hanging up on this. It didn't. Most of the heavy stuff never got past here. It never got up to here. Because when I'm holding that, so this is at the bottom, this is lower than that, so it never can climb the hill back to get to the second guy. Thanks for watching.